Hi there, my name is Matthew Davey, and today I'm going to teach you the basics of PowerPoint. Now, first off, you have to open PowerPoint as just seen. And to start with, I'm going to use a blank presentation, which should give you a page like this. Now, most pages you won't have these text boxes here. However, this is your title page. So, you could put a title here, as such, and then here you'd have a subtitle, so I could say by Matthew Davey. Now, that's the very basics of your first page. You can write into text boxes, and that's what you really want for a title. If you want more, you can make it more complex with images and backgrounds, which we will move on to later. But first things first, we're going to need to make a new slide. So as you can see here, we have new slides. You can drop down and choose a type of slide, or you can click just to create a basic. And here you have a title, and here you have a text box, which you can also, as you see here, use to change it into a table, chart, graphics, video, online picture, or a picture from your own library. So we can title this one page 1, and in here you would put, here you put text. Oh, I'm sorry, I keep putting capital letters in. Here you put text. Very basic slide. Now, for the next one, you could do a blank one so I can show you how to create or insert your own text boxes. Up here you can see we have insert. Now, you can choose what you want to insert, whether it be a picture, online picture, as we've said is not from your own library, a screenshot, which allows you to take a screenshot and quickly add it in, or a photo album. You can also choose from shapes, which will give you a whole list of inbuilt shapes, stars and banners, callouts. I often add a text box to something like this if I'm trying to do an image. Smart art, you can see the kind of things you get here, different graphics which you can edit, and charts. And obviously the main thing we're using at the moment is text boxes, which you can do, and you can size however you wish and put in whatever text you want. Again, I'm still doing capital letters by accident. Full stops. You can then obviously come off it, add new text boxes. The text box will reconfigure to the size of your text after you've used it, as you can see, as it was originally bigger. However, that's fine for what we need. You can highlight, obviously, and here we have the choice of how the text will look. You can choose the font size here and make it absolutely huge. You can also change what the font actually will be, light, Calibri, and common ones are things like Calibri, Times New Roman. However, you have on Microsoft software, often a couple of hundred of different choices of fonts, and you can often download your own extra packages. However, we won't be going on to that today. Now, other thing you can do is change the design, which should, in theory, change the design for every page, as we can see. You can choose any design, and then you can redo it, and it will change every page, as you can see down here. This obviously is allowing us to navigate the pages. It's also, as you can see from this, added that, as well as adding this to our text. Moved our title around because we were using a standard title page, and that will change with your design. Now, obviously for making the slideshow, you will want it to run. Now, you can run it from here, slideshow, and from beginning. If we did that, it will just run, and you can click every time you want to change pages. Once you've clicked through, it will end. You can also add rehearse timings and other things. You can also choose where you want to start, so you can click on here, and if you wanted to start your slideshow from here, you could, as you can see to the end. Now, that's the very basics of PowerPoint, and I'm sure we can do more if you want to start adding images and me explaining exactly how to resize and far more complex things which we can move on to later. Now, I hope from this you'll be able to make your own very basic PowerPoint, and if you have, then well done. I'm glad to be here, and I can rate and I'll make more. Thank you.